Hi guys, and welcome to the Sunderland vs Burton match review. Now, have pretty mixed feelings after the result of that game. We did finish 1-1, and like I say, I feel very mixed. It's great that after that 1-1 draw, we are now second in the league, which is absolutely great, and I'm only kind of getting to terms with the fact that we are now second in the league with the game in hand. I think that sounds absolutely brilliant, but I can't help but feel that after tonight's game, it's a real missed opportunity to put some distance between ourselves and Barnsley, who are now third. So we went into this game, we had McLaughlin in goal, we had Oviedo starting, which is great. It was good to see him starting with the starting 11. We had Baldwin and Flanagan in the middle of defence, O'Nien at right back. We had Ledbetter and McGeoch starting in the middle. We had Honeyman and Morgan in midfield as well, with Pike and Grigg up top. So we get into the game, and I feel like, you know, it really did feel like a Sunday League game. It was very scrappy, quite very end-to-end. It was definitely entertaining for the neutral. I have to say that. It was definitely entertaining for the neutral, particularly in that first half. But one thing that did frustrate me, and if you have watched my match reviews throughout the season, I think there's one consistent thing, is that I don't really complain about the referees. I don't. Every now and then I might say, like, you know, the referee might make like a questionable decision or what have you. But one thing that is definitely consistent is that I don't base a result on referees or base the quality of a game on referees. I very, very rarely do that. But tonight I'm going to have to make an exception, because that referee, probably more so in the first half, but in general, I think he was so poor. I really do think he was so poor. And, you know, even when we've lost this season, which hasn't been often, but even when we've lost, or we've only managed to get a draw in games where I think we maybe should have won, I've never blamed the referee. Never blamed the referee. It's very, very rare that I bring a referee into my match reviews. And tonight, I think that's exactly what was wrong with the game. I think the referee has been briefed, or it felt like it was like the referee had been briefed to make sure you protect Burton, because literally every time we breathed near them, a slight brush of the shoulder, or even before an attempt at a challenge, he had his whistle to his mouth, and it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. We had Luke O'Nien a couple of times tonight. It was completely swiped out cold, and nothing was given. And yet you get the likes of Honeyman, who was literally breathing near a Burton player, and the free kick's given. It got ridiculous, and I don't exaggerate with refereeing decisions. I mean, there's been times where this season we've had players sent off, and I've gone mad for it because I believe it to be acceptable. But this evening, I genuinely can't get over what I've seen. Some of the refereeing decisions this evening was absolutely unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And, you know, I went mad on Twitter over it, and a few people had seen it. And, you know, it just makes you think, what qualifications do you need to be a frigging League One referee? You know, like B-Tech PE teachers. That's what it feels like. That's honestly what it felt like tonight. But you know, like I said, I don't like basing my whole performance and my whole review on referees, but it has to be said, it was so frigging poor this evening. The refereeing, it was so bad, from officials on the sidelines to the referee himself. So poor. They were so poor. Some of the decisions were literally shocking, and I've never seen anything like it. It was really, really poor. But anyway, like I say, it was quite an exciting game for the neutral. It was very end-to-end. It was very scrappy. I can't pinpoint, you know, when players saying, oh, they played particularly well, because they weren't. It was hoof it, and whoever made the most of the hoof were getting the chances. And Burton did get a very decent chance. It took a wicked deflection and beat McLaughlin. He couldn't have done too much about it. It wasn't great defending, but the shot did take a massive deflection. I think it has been awarded as an own goal, and it's beat McLaughlin. So we're 1-0 down. Again, it's brilliant that we've shown resilience to get an equaliser. Yeah, so we got a corner in. Ledbetter, of course, whips it in, and Baldwin manages to get his head to it, and it's 1-1, which is fantastic. It's great that we've still got this character, which is something that we haven't had for so many years at Sunderland. You know, whenever we've gone 1-0 down, it's heads down, that's the game over, and that's what it's been like for a very long time. But this season is completely different, and this is me trying to bring out the positives of this game, because to me I still feel like it's a massively missed opportunity to, like I say, further the gap between us and Barnsley. But like I say, trying to dig out the positives, and that's what I've got really. So second half kicks off, and again, it's to be fair to us, I think we had a big improvement in the second half. McGeoch did eventually go off anyway in the first, towards the back end of the first, and Power come on. And I kind of wanted Power to start anyway. I wanted Power to start with McGeoch because I think they complement each other quite well. Power's a bit more aggressive on the ball and he pushes us forward, whereas McGeoch, he'll keep us ticking over. He picks up the ball, he intercepts very well. He's a very, very intelligent player. Probably the most intelligent midfielder we've got, in my opinion, Dylan McGeoch. But I feel like taking off Power and bringing on Leadbitter, you've got two relatively similar players. You don't quite have that aggression in there. You don't have that bite in midfield. So I think when they were coming through our midfield in the first half, it was too easy for him. In the second half, obviously, Power had to come on anyway because of McGeoch's injury. We had that bit of bite, and we did have the occasional chance here and there, but it still weren't good enough. I think it was a relatively average performance. That even so, and I've seen, I've seen comments on Twitter that pretty much sum up my sort of conclusion of the game, and that is we've played poorly, but I still think we deserve the win. We brought Benji on towards the end to cause a bit of chaos. Sterling come on as well, and we're still making chances, even though I was looking at the match and I was thinking, we're not playing well whatsoever, but we're still better than Burton, particularly in that second half. Burton barely carved out anything. We hit the post as well. Wyke had an opportunity where it was just one-on-one with the keeper, point-blank range, and he's drilled it straight at the keeper. It was probably luck at the end of the day, and it just wasn't on our side. And because I think, even though we didn't play well, I still think we deserve to win the game. That's why I feel so downbeat, because I feel like we should be extending this lead in front of Barnsley and making the most of this opportunity. But it does feel like a massively missed chance for us tonight after this 1-1 draw. But looking at the table, we need to stay positive. We haven't played great again for the millionth time this season, yet we still haven't lost. And I need to think to myself, and I think we all need to think to ourselves, as Sunderland fans, we need to think to ourselves, in years gone by, we haven't had that. Whenever we play poorly, we get battered. But this year, regardless of whether it's in League One or not, we're expecting us to come back. We have that hope and belief that we're going to fight back or get the win or get the draw, because that's the belief that we've got in our team at the minute. That's the characteristics that we've got within our team at the minute and within the camp. So I'm trying to take positives from it. It's just a bit of a frustrating evening, and I'm glad that we didn't lose to Burton as well, because they've been our bogey team for the last year or so, aren't they? So all in all, it is a positive. John McLaughlin did save our arse a couple of times, so I'll probably give him man of the match out of anyone. But yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. We're second in the league, which is great. Just a little bit frustrating, probably more so because of refereeing decisions, which were absolutely piss poor, I'll have to say. But anyway, we're second in the league, guys. It's not all bad. So if you have enjoyed the review, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.